friends in common. What are you passionate about? Passionate.
The Passion Show on CFRU 93.3 FM Guelph, Ontario. With Wizard.
I'm a water wizard, Harry.
With
Hello world, you are listening to The Passion Show on CFRU 93.3 FM. It's a do-it-together radio show all about passions and the people who have them. My name is Wizard.
My name is Drew.
It's Drew, the legendary Drew. Remember when I mentioned Drew a couple weeks ago? when the show with Kate?
Well, as you know, I listen to every episode, so
yeah, that's right.
I definitely heard that. It was awesome.
We've got Drew, the dedicated passion head, who's heard every episode.
I was telling about it, how much I enjoy listening.
Oh, that's reminds me. That's another rule.
Oh, I was telling Wizard.
There you go. I'll bleep that out for real. That's awesome. I love when that
cool.
happens.
Yes, my bad.
And right at the start of the show too.
Awesome.
Which is just how I like it.
Fun. You're like anonymous. It's awesome.
Isn't it great?
That's
it's
so
such
cool.
a fun little radio thing. A couple of times I've had people come in here and just be so excited about that they just make up fake names.
Oh, that's really good.
And they do the whole show with a fake name.
Yeah, well, maybe the name I said was fake. And I was just,
Maybe that's your musician name.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty crazy if this whole time. Because I've known you before you were a musician.
Yeah, I mean, a presenting musician.
A outed musician. That's so crazy. Yeah, how do we want to tell these people how we know each other?
Yeah, I feel like... Wow.
You tell them that, well, I have to do one quick thing. You
right.
Tell the people.
How do you start the ancient tale of Team 505? Because, no, I mean, we met in college.
Yeah, we did.
The great Fanshawe.
Yeah, I love Fanshawe.
Fanshawe is pretty great.
They did right by me.
I mean, I never really worked in my field, but I learned a lot of valuable things and met some pretty awesome people at Fanshawe.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, no, I mean, I can't remember how long it took us for us to get to know each other because we had a 2-year program, but
I think it took like months before any of us talked to each other.
Yeah, because I had worked with a few other people on projects, when we were just kind of scattering on group projects. But eventually, it took months to arrive at what became Team 505 as we dubbed ourselves. Not 404, but that was,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because there were 5 of us.
Yes. Well...
Originally, there were 5 of us.
Yes, there was. Yeah. yeah.
And then we lost one of us, and I had to become 2 people for some of our projects.
Yeah.
So the project manager can be the back-end developer. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
Honestly, it worked out. We can, honestly. No, it was great. We were just the best in the class.
We were. And we had the most fun.
Yeah.
We were the loudest.
Dude, pure volume.
Pure volume. For the listeners, the reason I got up and put a chair over there because that's where the listener, if we want to directly address the listeners. That's great.
I like that.
Yeah, right? That's a long-running tradition on here.
It's good.
For the listeners at home, Pure Volume was the fake website we had to make the website was real. Pure Volume was fake.
Yes.
It was like it's like a pitchfork kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they had industry professionals come in. And we had to wear black t-shirts and stand up in a boardroom and pitch this website.
Yeah.
And we knocked that out of the park.
It was crazy, actually.
It was so nuts. And we were pulling all-nighters. It was
I just remember the professors being yeah, these are going to be real industry people. You have to act like this is a real thing because these guys are coming doing us a favor to do this presentation. And so we didn't know what to expect and what they said. And
I was horrified.
Yeah.
We were pacing.
It was definitely nerve-wracking. Also, I don't know. I think that might have been our first presentation as a group. Maybe not project, but actual presentation
I think
that.
So.
And after we were done, we just they were giving us our feedback. Yes, this was awesome. This was awesome. I think we would buy this website, and that became our slogan for the rest of college, and it was awesome. I mean, to this day.
Yeah, to this day, here we are. It's still our tagline.
It's good.
I do remember specifically the moment that we as a little group started coming together. It was the pizza app. Do you remember this?
Vaguely.
We had to mock up a fake pizza app. It was in the design class.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do vaguely remember this.
And for whatever reason, everyone was just kind of having a fun time and a good mood. And we were joking around out loud. And then we kind of just started sitting together and became friends. It was such a like funny little classroom vibe.
It was a really great, like,
It
honestly.
was great.
It
There were
was a good
just
time.
like, what were there, like 30 people in our whole class?
Yeah, it's about that probably.
And so, yeah, I think it was a few months into it. It was before the end of the first year because we
Definitely.
came into the second year as a group.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Man, that was good.
It was very fun. There was a lot of good projects and like
Mhm.
many 14-hour locked in
Oh,
a room
man.
days of just like
I love
hammering through-
listeners. This is like an old school passion show episode. I used to do this a lot more, where the first 15 minutes would just be pure me and the guest remembering
Yes,
stuff.
absolutely.
And then
It's
at like minute
context.
15, I'd be like, "What are you passionate about?"
Yeah,
and I'd
yeah.
make a big deal out of it. At the first few episodes, I would make a really big deal out of saying, "What are you passionate about?"
It's context.
So we're gonna
The
run
people need to
it
know.
like that. We need to have this context. I want you to tell the story of the car movie. Do you remember this?
Like the project for the
Yeah, the Ferrari car movie.
well, like if you're talking about the 3D one we
Yeah,
did in like
yeah.
4 hours or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There was lots of projects going on at any given
They
time.
really, really, really worked us in this program.
So sometimes certain projects got neglected, and I think it was me and on a partnership.
It's
Oh
okay.
man!
6 minutes, fine. Don't
All
worry.
right, yeah. Damn, me and the wizard. All right.
There you
At least
go.
I'm not swearing. I'll
No, you're
take
not.
that.
Some people swear. Sometimes I gotta bleep the swears. That's fine.
I'm a little hot on my microphone, I think too. Or
Oh,
that was
yeah.
just
No,
a
we're
laugh.
just getting loud. It's
but,
chill. I'll
Uh,
just bring us down a little.
yeah, cool.
There we go. Audio people. I love recording with audio people because they notice stuff like this.
It's good, yeah. But so yeah, we were partnered up for the project, but neither of us were really like particularly 3D
yeah.
powerhouses
Yeah, we're
in
not
our
like
team. So it was very much neglected, and I don't know, deadline was in like 6 hours by the time I
Mhm.
realized we have to submit something.
Because
And
it was the night before.
yeah, it was due at like midnight, and so we were in the computer lab. Thank God for Aiden, because he helped us with a lot of the assets and like
Uh-huh.
making it look way cooler than I would have been able to do. I still
Mhm.
think it was a really cool end
It
product.
was awesome.
But we found a track. I can't remember whose idea for the music it was.
It was mine.
It was your idea.
Because
Okay,
it
yeah.
was a song by what's his name? Oh my god, I forget the musician.
I remember exactly how it sounds.
Super.
though.
Yeah, it was like. It was Super Igloo Ghost or something like that. Igloo Ghost.
That sounds
He's
right.
like an electronic, jazzy guy on Brain Feeder Records.
Okay, right, cool.
And the song is awesome. Steel Mogu is what the song is.
It was so
called.
cool, and honestly, for a car commercial, I think it works really well.
Yeah, right?
actually,
It has this moment where there's like a cymbal hits like bong, and then
Yeah.
the color changes.
yes, yeah. So we, yeah, like programmed up basically the sequence that we had to export in like pretty record time, thanks to
Mhm.
Aiden, and we had to get it rendered, which unfortunately was not a quick task.
Ripping a Rendy on one of those stinky little Fanshawe computers was not easy.
So we're in a computer lab with probably like 20 computers, and our solution was just to we split the project into
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like 6 or 7 different
So sick.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like just
renders.
render 5 seconds here, 5 seconds there, 5 seconds
logged
there.
into every computer and had like a whole bank
like
of
a
renders.
little render farm like Pixar.
It was really cool actually, but yeah, and then we arrived at our end product, which I think was pretty damn cool actually.
Yeah, I think we got a good grade on it.
Mhm.
It's why
I think we did.
It
yeah.
was sweet. 'Cause that's what we would collab on like everything, and like all those little group projects. If someone was better at something,
Yeah,
then it'd just be there.
yeah. It's like
deal.
I'll handle this project if you
'Cause
want
I
to
was
just do
probably
this
grinding
project.
some PHP in the corner while you were doing that.
Yeah, I remember with Christine too doing our like water bottle one.
Oh,
I don't
the
know if you
water
remember
bottle.
that. Yeah.
For you listeners, we had to like design a water bottle. It was like a product design class. Then we had to make a pitch deck for it. We had to like do a branding thing. It was a nightmare. I totally shuffled that all off on Ethan.
Yeah,
I was like, cook a water bottle up, bro. I don't know.
I look back on that one fondly. It was cool. We made like a beer can looking one,
That's
Christine
right.
and
I remember that.
Yeah, I was actually just pulled those up the other day to show my friend, which was
That's
funny.
great.
but, yeah.
Yeah, I used mine. I have my everything from Fanshawe.
Mhm.
Everything is saved on my hard drive still.
Yeah, same. I have it on my laptop still.
I
The
love
same
that.
laptop I used.
That's so funny. And yeah, I have like a student who I teach programming stuff to, and I use that stuff all the time.
It's really like nice to have it all. I don't know.
Mhm.
I have a lot of it on my Google Drive too, like the renders and stuff. Do you remember like the
nice.
mine shaft and crap
The
like that?
bro, how can I forget the mine shaft? They had us follow this like ridiculous 16-part.
Grayscale gorilla.
Yep. Oh my god, that's so funny that you remember.
I don't know why I remember that.
Grayscale gorilla. That's right. And we had to like do this crazy export 3D thing in Cinema 4D. Good old Cinema 4D.
It's great. Aiden was amazing at it.
Oh,
He's
he was
still
so
like
amazing.
so good at it.
All you guys go look up Aiden 3D.
Yeah.
Aiden Reichenbacher or something like that. He'll come on the show. I'm sure we're
Yeah.
gonna use this to get him
Absolutely.
on the show.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that was some fun. That guy understands. He can rotate the apple in his head.
It's
You know
great.
what I
It was such a good team because of that. Like Christine was our kind of traditional artist.
Yeah.
You understood a lot of the code.
Yeah.
And like you were kind of our back end powerhouse. I tended to try and do a lot of the front end and like
the layout stuff.
And then we had Aiden for like all the 3D and video.
He was a
kind of stuff.
real Swiss Army knife with that stuff.
It was so good. It was such a perfect team actually for like what we had to do in our course.
I have such fond memories. They'd stuff us, or we would stuff ourselves essentially into those little rooms. Remember the rooms? There'd be like a TV and the whiteboard walls. It felt like you were in an insane asylum.
Oh yeah, those whiteboards are crazy.
When we were trying to figure out CSS Grid, cursed, heinous, the most evil technology, CSS Grid.
CSS Grid, yeah.
And it's just like the scribblings of insane people.
Yeah.
And the slack of ding.
Yeah, no, there is some crazy drawings and like it really did look like a serial killer's friggin' wall at the end of the day.
How do we render a grid? Weird grid. How do we put smaller grids into the bigger grid? Turns out it's impossible.
Was that for pure volume?
That was for pure volume.
Okay, yeah.
Because we did eventually crack it.
Yeah, I was like, gosh, so that's
and
why
then
we were in that room for like 10
Flexbox
hours.
heads, CSS Grid dead to us. Flexbox only mode.
Yeah.
This sounds like I'm not going to explain this to the listeners. They don't need to know the difference between Flexbox and CSS Grid. It's just who cares? It's just it's just website.
It's coding, and whatever. If you know it, you know it.
Exactly.
I guess.
And I'm still to this day a Flexbox enjoyer. CSS Grid don't need it.
I remember you saying you did kind of come around to it though. You try like it. You.
I mean, I understand.
Yes, yeah. You figured out how to do the things we struggled heavily with back then, at least.
Because they added inline grid.
Right. That's what it was.
It.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of new at the time, but now, geez, it's been essentially like 8 years.
Yeah.
Since we graduated.
I guess that's like one of the things that stopped me from going into that industry was just like you have to do so much homework to keep up with things changing constantly.
And it's nonstop.
Yeah.
And you have to do reverse homework too because browsers don't always support stuff.
True.
That's the real bummer of it. It's like, okay, I want to use this technology, but I'm looking at this ridiculous chart that's like, okay, does it work on Android Chrome? Does it work on iPhone Safari? Does it work on MacBook Safari?
It's really bad actually,
and it's terrible. It's just like random colors of like, yeah, you're supported here, but not here and here. You have to code like a fallback.
To any of the browser nerds out there, I just started using like Helium a month or two ago, which is like it's supposed to be just like an ad-free type thing, like kind of like Brave before Brave kind of added a bunch of things, but the unfortunate part is like Spotify doesn't work on Helium sometimes, just because it's like not supported. I tried to use whatever the Amazon streaming service was the one day to watch Invincible, and it was just like, no, you can't watch it on here.
That's so good.
yeah. So I had to open up my other browser. It was just annoying, but that's just it's crazy how many things you have to do as a coder. But that's probably enough of the long-winded coding conversation.
Let me just get my browser rec in there.
Oh yeah, get it.
I have to jug because I've been doing a lot of developing these days, more than I have in years. I've been constantly just juggling between Arc browser on the MacBooks and Mint.
I've never used it, but I've heard so much about it.
It's blessed. It's like not supported anymore. The company, this stupid company, decided to drop support for this incredible feature-rich browser to make a AI browser.
Yeah. The Waveform podcast, like with MKBHD,
Waveform,
they talk about it all the time.
Yeah, because they were early.
I do listen to that one as well.
They were early on Arc. They were big Arc guys at first. That's funny. I didn't know that you listened to that.
Yeah,
Waveform
I just don't consider it because it's video, so I end up
Mhm.
watching it on YouTube. But yeah, I do.
That's some good, just like late night. I need something to look at.
It's great. Yeah,
Content.
it's
It's some good dinner eating
good. I love it.
podcast. But what was I saying? Yeah, so that's my personal browser, and so I'm in there, and I'm also got Chrome and Safari and Firefox open because I got to test everything everywhere. It's a nightmare. It sucks.
Yeah, it's because then like Firefox has its whole own like
Yeah, because they
rule
render
set for a bunch of things, right?
Yeah, because Safari, Firefox, and Chrome will all render CSS differently, like a little bit differently,
Yeah,
but enough differently that you need to be aware of it.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
that was like
You made the right choice in getting out of this horrible industry.
that's like the end of second year was all stuff like that, like getting into these frameworks that you have to figure out like a whole nother language to make it work,
Yeah,
and then you
it's
still
so
have to
dumb.
like fix half of the things,
Yeah.
and then just like, oh, now you have to do like we were always doing, I guess, whatever I forget the word for
Mhm.
screen,
Oh,
whatever you
the
call it,
viewport responsive design.
yeah, it's responsive design. That's the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. But then getting into like the multiple browser support and stuff is just like, ugh.
And you're also trying to figure out React or Vue or
Yeah,
whatever. And
oh.
Node modules.
View, oh god, View.
Yeah, right. Vue is just nonsense.
Oh,
They're adding, I kind of keep up with this, and they add new features, and all the new features just sound fake. They're like, we added glyphs. I'm like,
Vue's-
what are you, a sorcerer?
I don't even remember half of it because Vue is what broke me. That was like one of the
Yeah.
trying to learn that. I was just like, I can't. This is a whole new thing.
They're like, use webhooks. And I'm like, what if I put a webhook in my eye?
Yeah, I was still trying to understand like PHP and stuff and then they're like, but yeah, throw all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's too much.
It was nice that it was such a wide program that they had us doing so much different kinds of stuff, but I think the frameworks was a step too far.
It was cool, and like that. The nice thing about it is, even though I didn't go into the field, like the actual things that I learned outside of the coding, I guess, in that course are so helpful.
It's a
like,
lot of applicable stuff.
so much, like my graphic design I learned
Uh-huh.
so much about, and like logo design I've done for my band,
and just all those
stuff.
like fundamentals.
Yeah,
Shout outs to Jared.
Yeah, dude.
I forget his last name. He was a professor at Fanshawe 8 years ago. He was a lovely, wonderful,
I'm
super
sure
cool guy, and he
he'll
taught
hear
us a
this.
lot. About
He'll hear
design.
this.
Yeah,
Shout out Jared.
Shout out. Maybe I'll go down a rabbit hole and try and find this guy.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm
and
sure
send
we'll be
them
able
like
to.
a props because he really did teach. I remember Aiden and Christine were both like, "Man, these classes are boring. Like, we don't need to hear this stuff because they're such great
Yeah.
visual artists." And you and me were like, "More, Jared.
Yeah.
Tell me how
yeah.
to make something look beautiful."
Oh, it's fantastic, actually. Like, again, I've used it so much in my personal life. That
Mhm.
stuff specifically, it's very handy.
Yeah, I'm such a big advocate of programs like that
Mhm.
where
Same with like photo editing and video editing. That's
Mhm.
another skill that is like was
yeah.
very well learned from it. But yeah, so
Yeah. Love to just learn a bunch of different stuff. And
That's
then who
good.
knows where you take it. Maybe you go start London's favorite punk rap band.
perhaps
Perhaps
who
you go
knows?
become an outdoor school teacher and local radio host.
Perhaps you move on and end up teaching the course that you were taking,
Yeah.
a la Aiden.
That's so freaking cool. I
Yeah.
gotta get that guy in here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
But yeah,
hmm It's so sick to see you, man.
this is awesome.
miss
This
you.
is very fun. I'm glad I made it out too. Guelph is a lovely city.
Isn't it?
It
What
is
a
cool.
beautiful day you're here on.
I drove by like a mangrove on the way in.
A
Yeah,
mangrove?
I think that's what you call
Nice.
them. It's like where there's like trees in the water and it's all reedy.
Oh,
I guess it's probably
yeah.
not a mangrove. I think that's where I don't know. I've been watching Ants Canada and I thought it would be a cool word to drop, but I think I used it
was
wrong
pretty
actually.
cool. It's a mangrove. It's essentially mangrove-esque. We'll
Yeah,
call it a
it's
mangrove.
pretty mangrovey though. It was cool.
Yeah, I love this place.
It's nice, yeah. But no, it's awesome. Like, it's awesome. It's so cool
Mhm.
being able to like work together again and stuff.
Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah, because that's right. We're working together again.
yes, we are.
I guess we can talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
I made Drew a website.
Yeah, you did.
For his band. I guess we should.
Yeah, we should probably
we should
start
talk about the band first, and then we'll come back to the website.
All right. So I am in a punk metal, whatever you want to, I don't know, genres are weird, but
Uh-huh.
I'm in a band that plays music in London, Ontario.
Trying to give genres to your band is like trying to say what specifically we learned in our program.
Honestly, good comparison. That is
It's
a
like,
good comparison.
What did our program teach us? I don't know. 3D
Yeah, you know,
websites, server code.
just how to live, baby.
And just how to be. This band, you guys just make the sounds that you want to make. Try
Yeah.
to put a genre on it, can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's amazing fun though. Like I fell into it in such a surprisingly natural way. Like actually, here's a question when I was listening to you, just as a side, I'll get back into it.
Okay.
But
I love answering questions.
how many stories, when people are telling their stories on this show, start with in 2020?
Oh, that's a good. It'd be fun to try and do a pattern analysis of that.
Because I do feel like that changed so many people's lives.
Because the answer is how many is the question, and the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Like, yes. The stories do be starting with in 2020.
Because that is where this story starts. And I just, listening to the Kate episode on the way here too, I was just like, yep.
Because her whole operation gets started in 2020.
Yeah. It's it's a very important year, I feel like, in our generation, and will be like...
Man, and shout outs, man, we graduated at the end of 2019.
I know.
Phew!
Thank God. I mean, we still had to deal with, like, the strikes and stuff like
oh my God, I forgot about the strikes.
We did miss, like, 6 weeks of college because
right
of strikes.
At the start, too. That was a nightmare.
Yeah, fun times.
But we survived, baby.
We did. We out here. We are out here. We got our degree.
Yeah, we did. I had to, like, drive back to London essentially after COVID. Well, not really after. In like... the fall of the next year
to pick up your diploma.
Yeah, to pick out. I was like, do you guys still have it?
Do you know what's funny? I never picked mine up.
No. That's awesome.
It's crazy.
That's so funny.
I'm sure if I needed it, they have it on file or something.
It's like the record
like,
of it is there.
Yeah, but I do not own the piece of paper. I never picked it up.
That's funny. My parents essentially own my piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like they paid for, well, they didn't pay for it, but they paid for me. They paid to make me exist. And I'm like, I don't need this paper. Why? You guys are proud of me, right? Put it on your wall.
We had to like sign up for the graduation ceremony too, and I missed signing up for that, so I didn't go to the grad. And
me neither.
My mom was pretty upset about that.
Oh.
But she did have a conversation with me once, and she's like, did you fail and not tell me because you didn't get your diploma? Like, you didn't... And I'm just like, no, I just didn't go get my diploma. I got it, though. Like, the record of it's there.
That's so funny.
She was just like, you can be honest. Like, is that... And I'm like, no, I just didn't sign up for the grad. Sorry. I apologize. But,
so
yeah.
Yeah, my mom kind of needed to see the paper to believe me.
Fair.
Like, here you go, Mom. Interactive media design and production. See? Or whatever it's called.
All I know is I'm certified Fanshawe alum.
Oh, yeah.
It's
elite, good. Elite Fanshawe Nation.
You know, hanging around the campus.
Show us to the alma mater. So,
I think. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's the school you went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did I almost shoot a music video there this year, though, which was funny. I was like scouting locations around because I was like, they'll let an alumni shoot a video here.
Why not?
But we ended up using a parking garage instead.
Hey, that's all the better.
But anyway, I'll get back to 2020.
Yeah, back to 2020 we go. Time machine.
Yeah.
Nowhere I'd rather be.
It's great. No, but like, so I, had various COVID projects. Originally, Sam and I, my best friend, we were like learning to skateboard as like our summer project. So like we would, that was just, we would go outside and like hill bomb, and I would try and learn how to kickflip unsuccessfully.
Awesome.
Kind of. I mean, I got there, but that's besides the point. After the weather started turning, I was like into like, oh, this was so fun learning a new project. You should teach me guitar, because he had been in a band for years. And I was just like, I don't know, it's something that like a perfect storm of passion hit, where I was like,
passion storm.
Exactly. There was like this video uploaded by Rob Scallon on YouTube about the history of guitar. And I had just found Grateful Dead, which was like an amazing guitar band.
That's sweet.
And then
Shows of the Dead.
There was one point where I was out at my buddy's campground on mushrooms, and Sam played guitar for me, and I wept.
Yes.
It was awesome. It was very awesome. And that storm of things, I was like, I think I want to learn how to do this, because it was so cool. So throughout COVID, I just learned how to play guitar and like picked it up really quick, because that's all I was doing was like practicing guitar. And then after the lockdown started to end, like, his band started going to practice again, and I was just craving live music. And I was like, do you mind if I just go sit in the corner and like watch you guys play so I can see you guys play live music essentially? And they were like, yeah, sure. Like if you want to just sit there. And I did. I would sit like quietly and just watch them play for like multiple practices.
That's awesome. I was doing the exact same thing with Shebat at the time.
Yeah, it was.
Like, come to practice, please. Don't be quiet.
Yeah, literally. It was just cool to see
be around people again
human.
and hear music.
Absolutely, yeah. Just seeing people, humans make music was very cool. And the bassist they had at the time had another project that he had went with, kind of like he was between and was working with that other project a little bit more. And then so like there was a vacancy I wasn't shooing for or anything, but I was just at practice and like, oh, if you need someone to play the bass today, like I can just pick it up. Sam's been showing me guitar and I'll just like play the root notes for you guys so you can practice easier. Over time that turned into me becoming the bassist of the band without, again, it wasn't my like intention. I was just going to see my buddy play music, but it was like right place, right time. And then a few years later, I got to like open Rock the Park in London for Bad Omens and Dayseeker, Under Oath, Cancer Bats. It was insane. It was so cool.
You rocked the park.
I did, man. I got to play for thousands of people in my hometown. Man, it was so sick. It's insane. And like I didn't start playing music until I was 22 years old, So it's like I think that's just an awesome story.
I agree, man. That's so special.
It's very fascinating. And so that's like what I've just been doing basically since college is music. It kind of fell into my life in a perfect storm, and
here we are.
Here I am.
And now No Exceptions is doing some beautiful things, commissioning beautiful artists to make beautiful websites.
Yes, noexceptionsofficial.com. Check it out. Made by the Wizard with love.
It's a banger, made with love. I do need to put that back on the bottom of the website.
Oh no, it's not there.
It's
right
not
now?
there. If you check,
oh no,
then I mean, if the listeners check, it's probably there.
Yeah.
But it's gone now because of the new project.
Dude, the new project's crazy.
I think this is as good a time as I need to officially announce the new project.
Dude, it's so sick.
So I'll tell you a little bit about how it came to be too, because I'm sure you're curious. I mostly just sent you a link and said, yo, check this.
I was blown away by it. Looking through it, I was like, I can change everything. It's amazing. The color. Okay, anyway. Yeah.
So basically, I've been making websites for bands. Like you were talking about grinding music in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I was just still grinding the code,
which is awesome.
I was making like projects and doing that. And when I wound up in Guelph, it was like my little mission for myself was to get good at making, like at really doing the freelance website thing. Because making freelance websites is scary. And I had done some for bigger companies, and it's just scary.
Absolutely.
And I realized, like, I love bands. I hang around with bands all the time. I have a nice day job at Guelph Outdoor School. Shout outs. And so let me just, like, casually get good at making, like, really sexy looking websites that make sense for bands.
Yeah.
And so I did a bunch of those. And the old model was that I would just charge a straight up cost and make a banger website. And I'd take that money up front, and then whenever the band needed to change anything for the rest of time, that's always the agreement. It's like, you pay me one little rack, just give one stack to little Wizzy Boy, and then I'll just change your latest release and your bio and your pictures and your whatever forever.
Yeah.
And that was the model, and it was good. A good model. It was fine.
It's a great deal.
But the thing about that, I appreciate that. The thing about doing it like that is that I just can't scale.
No, yeah.
Because all of those websites were like individually made, bespoke little items. Because when we make websites as developers, they're just documents that are on a server. And there's no Squarespace for a custom coded website. But I thought, what if there is? And the problem is always, like, I don't want to make my own custom backend. That will take me an unbelievable amount of time and effort and expertise that I just don't have. And so 5 years passed, and I make a bunch of these websites. And last May, specifically when I was making your guys' website, I was kind of just like, what if that's just cope? What if I've just been being a baby and I just need to lock in?
That's that's crazy.
Yeah, right.
So you did like fully hand make that
Yeah.
whole back end and
You betcha.
UI and everything? Like, wow, that's really great.
It's a lot of code. It's about 20, I think it's closer now to 30,000 lines of code.
Wow.
And it's mostly like the layout part is the easy part. Like at our peak, you could have totally made the layout of it. It's like just a flex box.
Yeah, but at the same time, making something like I could just you just sent me the link and I could intuitively be like, I know how to use this. You know what I mean? It's like that's something. That's an accomplishment.
What I love is that we're talking about this, and it's like you can only see. Well, one day I'm gonna set up like a demo version of it that anyone can look at. That's a major tomorrow problem.
Yeah.
But right now, you need to be a band.
Yeah.
If you want to see this. But basically, just imagine it's like a way better looking, like a back end for a website. Like if you've ever made like a Wix website or a Squarespace website, it's like that, but it only has features that would be relevant to bands.
Right.
So it's like there's no scheduling thing in there. There's no like payments platform. It's not an e-com thing. It's not like Northern e-commerce.
No, I think it's but it's
just
very
for
effective.
bands.
Yeah, it's perfect for what it is.
And
absolutely.
it is the dream of it is that it's like a more, because like you could sign up for Squarespace or whatever, and your website's gonna look like every other website on the entire internet. And I wanted something with more personality because it's based off of the front end CSS, like the layout of it that I'd been working on for years. I wanted these websites to like look cool and good, and I wanted essentially them to no matter what, I wanted them to look like they were made by me.
Right.
Even if bands are just paying and putting in their own assets, the website itself, the skeleton of the website, should tunnel them into making a website that looks good and handmade.
Yeah.
And not just like a generic, super clean, like everything wobbles. There's all kinds of weird little movements and butterfly wing flaps and stuff like that.
It's good. Like I was even on your portfolio site, which I won't mention.
something online. It's funny that I can't plug, but I kind of, part of the format of not saying my real name on here is that it forces me to not plug my business on my community radio show. Too hard.
Well, it is.
But you were on my portfolio.
Yes, and I like the dynamics of just like the bubbles moving around at the top and stuff, like constantly. Yes, it's good. It's good.
Did you click the bubbles?
No.
You got to click the bubbles.
No. Oh.
They go boing.
This was when I was trying to pull your podcast up while I was in my car, so I was kind of trying not to focus on my. It's because it was sitting there in between me being able to touch my phone that I could just see it moving in my peripheral, and I'm like, that's very nice. Nice touch.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're probably that's a somewhat recent change. I think I did that up
nice.
a couple weeks ago.
It's good. I like that if it's sitting on it, it's still dynamic and it's not just like one animation that plays and then it stays for the rest of time. You know,
because that's why I like websites. I don't want them to just be static, boring documents. I want there to be some weirdness to them and some movement.
It's good. It's an interesting like. I don't know, everything that's creative like that, like you have to have a creative input is you can consider an art form, and it is like a underappreciated art form, which I think is cool to be passionate about, you know? I
appreciate that. And I am passionate about it. I love it. And it's very rare that I talk about this kind of thing on this show.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I talked about coding on the Passion Show.
Yeah, I don't know, it's fun. I'm sure for some listeners might be a very kind of
like, what is this
term heavy conversation, or just but like you know, it's fun to talk about it passionately.
Yeah, you know, who cares? Like the thing is, the ideology of this show is that the listeners, my dream, my idea is that the listeners don't need to know anything about what we're talking about, and it can be fun to just listen to people
absolutely
use terminology and be excited about stuff that's totally alien to you.
Yeah, I love shows like that. I used to like. Again, I don't listen to many podcasts these days, but I used to listen to one called Do Go On all the time, which was these like 3 Australian, one of which was like a radio host on like a notable Australian radio show. But every week they would each come in with just like, they did research on some different topic, and it'd be like, all right, this week I'm doing a project on Fleetwood Mac, and I'm going to tell you the history of the band of Fleetwood Mac. And it was just kind of an excuse for these 3 friend comedians to like talk about stuff passionately. And I don't know, I just love that.
That's awesome. That is such a good pitch.
Yeah, it's fun. And I think the concept for this show is very like it's reminiscent of that to me, of like just here's the vague concept of I want you to talk about this, but we can just talk about a passionate, fun conversation.
But you can also just talk. It's not like there's a real hard line on the passion show where I'm like, hey, let's get back to your passion.
That's out of subject. Let's go back on track.
But anyways, let's get back on track. I'll just put a bow on that whole frame website.
Sure.
thing.
Yeah.
It's called Grimoire. It's because that's a wizard's textbook. If you didn't know, I know
Actually,
nobody knows, but I don't care. It's just a funny name for an app.
I've heard that probably through like Borderlands. I think. I feel
there
like
you
there's
go.
something in Borderlands called the Grimoire as well.
So it's called Grimoire. I'm gonna charge monthly for it, but I'm not gonna charge Drew monthly for it because you're grandfathered in.
That's amazing.
So you just get it for free for the rest of time.
That's genius, though. I think that's very clever.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm really excited to get it out there.
It's cool, man.
Now that I don't have to change everyone's website every time they want to change, they can just do it. I can just sell a bazillion of these things.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, but I'll still always have a special place in my heart for Shebad, No Exceptions, Sunshine Makers, Teen Dream, and Tractor Beam.
Yeah.
The 5 specifically for bands websites that I've done.
Great websites.
Yeah,
find them all online.
Yeah,
now.
find them all on the internet. Go type them in on Google and to locate them.
That's good stuff.
I always get this feeling whenever I talk too much about myself. I'm like, enough about me.
No, hey,
but this is something we share. It's your website.
It's great. It's it's passion,
official.
And it's passion. I'm just here to have a good time in a conversation as well.
You are.
I have nothing to sell, but listen to my band. I got that part out.
What I do have to sell. But that's the nice thing, music is for everyone. Anyone can listen to your stuff.
Yeah, no, it's great. Again, it's like, I do think that is like something with my band is we play sometimes heavier music, but it's like very accessible to like people who don't like to just listen to screaming or whatever. Not that, I love listening to screaming.
Yeah, I love listening to screaming too, but I also love listening to accessible stuff that like tickles that part of the brain.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, it's cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to talk about your new song?
Stranger Days. We have released actually another song since
Wait, really?
then. Yes, we've released one like a couple weeks ago, which kind of flew under the radar, unfortunately.
You could be the very first band to actually use Grimoire.
Yeah, I know, because I can update that thing. I just didn't have a bio to put in here yet, but I've been I will do it.
There you go.
Got to do it. I'm a busy boy. But I guess like about 2 months ago, I would say, we did release our first song in like a year, which was very exciting. We had been cooking behind the scenes for many a month, but we got to release a song called Stranger Days, which features yours truly, who is traditionally just the bassist of the band, doing rap vocals on the verses, which was like a very cool experience for me. I used to do like stupid little SoundCloud raps with my buddy in high school, which I loved, but were objectively SoundCloud high school raps.
I remember listening to them on SoundCloud in college.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed them, and I do think a lot of my musical foundation came from that before I truly called myself a musician. But yeah, it all came full circle when I got to do it with the band, and I had experience doing it, so I wasn't terrible, I hope.
Because you've been doing it, like I remember watching a clip of you putting some rap with No Exceptions at that bowling alley that I love so dearly. What's it called? Social Bowl. Palisade Social Bowl.
Yes.
It's funny that I said so. It wasn't called Social Bowl when I was a big Palisade head. That's a kind of new thing.
I love that venue. It's a bowling alley, but the venue part of it is so sick. Not that the bowling alley isn't. It's just like
it's cool that it's like a legit venue just on the right hand side.
Yeah,
it feels great. Like nice stage,
full lighting and everything like that. And then
just there's a bowling alley also right
crazy.
In there. There's no wall or anything.
I was at a show there like a week or two ago. It was funny, and the one song, the guitarist just like takes the mic over to the corner of the stage and is like, "This next song's for the bowlers," and he's just playing the whole time facing the bowling alley. Awesome. Yeah, it was really good.
Man. But yeah, you were you're doing a rap like years ago. Am I misremembering this?
No, the first time we had ever performed Stranger Days was like at the Venue X Venue Festival in London in 2023, I believe. So it is like a 3-year-old song that we have just been like we had so much of a back catalog that we were trying to like record and get out that those kind of took precedent for a while, and so this song had just kind of been sitting around, but we were playing it all the time and people loved it live. And this year we finally had the opportunity to be like, all right, we're sitting down and we have like, what songs are we going to record? And that was the top of the list. So we finally got to
I love
get there.
those kinds of stories.
Yeah.
Give the fans, like Radiohead's done that, where it's like, all right, and the National has a bunch like that
they've just played live for years.
Like,
before
oh
it
yeah,
ever
that
comes
song,
out.
the song they've been doing for 10 years. It's finally gonna land on an album, apparently.
It's cool. It's very cool for me to like actually be like able to point people to be like, yes, I rap on No Exceptions and you can listen to it now.
I can prove it. I'm not just pretending.
And to hear it with like the production is just also a whole new experience. Like when a song hits the studio like that, it starts to like evolve in what it can be. We've just started going heavily digital with like playing with like Kempers, which are like basically computers programming our amps. Like, it's insane.
Okay. Yeah, explain all this kind of stuff. This tickles my brain in the craziest way. Like, give me this technical stuff about how you're recording.
So traditionally, like, some people will have the argument of like digital versus analog kind of I don't know, terminology with the sounds like amps and stuff like that. So but point is, like, we went digital, and I think it's an amazing choice that we did it, because one, it's so much easier to transport the gear, so much easier when we're trying to be like a small band and efficient in our transportation. But what it is basically like, it replaces what the head of an amp is, which is the part that sits on top of the cab that like makes all the tone of the guitar and stuff like that. And it has amp simulations on it, so if you're really into the weeds of it, you can like actually record your own amps and like have it simulate the tone of your own amps and stuff. It's insane. Or you can just download like a bunch of the tones online.
Yes.
And because like people have done so much modeling for you already, and you can just like go through these libraries.
I love that.
Yeah.
You can just get into the whole community.
It's really in depth, which like,
that's awesome.
A lot of it is even over my head, but we have a very good producer. Shout out Aaron Murray, who does like a lot of our dirty work in that, which is very nice. So yeah, like we can on the fly in the middle of a song, because of that, like be like, oh, I'm playing on like a Marshall blah blah blah, and like switch over to a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier tone thing, and like it's crazy what you can do. And you don't even need to like click pedals, which like some people be like, whoa, whatever, you're still playing the guitar and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You just don't have to worry about like, oh, I gotta click this button at 40 seconds into the song.
With my foot, I need to locate a button amongst 100 buttons.
It's freeing too, because then you can be like walking around the stage a lot more and not have to worry about that, which is, I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
And that's called a Kemper?
Yes, yeah. Sweet. It's a Kemper like profiler, amp profiler is what it's called. But they're unfortunately expensive, but save your pennies and like
exactly.
I've been able to, like, our producer had a couple, so like he lent us some for a while before we were able to like actually buy them, which was awesome. But now we're kind of getting self-sufficient, and like we have that lends us to now having like an in-ear system, which like instead of the speakers like on the stage blasting the music back at us, we have like the fancy earphones that we put in your ears, like the musicians on big shows.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's very cool. And we can have like the click track playing, so we're like perfectly timed.
Awesome.
And we don't have a keyboard player, so we can have like cool little synth sounds programmed to play exactly when we want them to. Like, it's very cool. It's awesome.
Man, I need to see. You guys gotta come to Guelph. When are you coming to Guelph? I can drive some real. I'll try my best, I'll be a little free promoter.
We're going to try and do some more shows this fall, and I'm hoping we can get this way again.
Come on down to Jimmy Jazz, man.
Yeah, we've never played there.
You never played Jimmy Jazz?
No, we played Red Papaya.
Oh, I think. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I wish I got out to that show, man. I don't know what I was doing that night. I think I was out of town.
It was good.
I remember.
Shout out Rick Hall.
Rick Hall.
Yeah, he's the
first
Guelph Connect. He's great.
Red Papaya is such a legendary venue for that. It's a weird kind of like liminal
In the
space,
mall,
eh?
yeah.
In the bright, weird mall that's like modeled like a street.
It worked well though. Like,
but it's awesome.
the show
man.
we played there had like 2 separate stages set up, like one on the higher raised part and then one beside it. And like the bands would like one would play as the other one setting up, and then it would instantly go
That's
between.
so
It was
dope.
cool.
It's like a little mini one night festival.
Yeah, it was very, very good. It was called Gain Fest.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Game
Yeah.
Fest.
Again, shout out Rick Hall.
For real. Yeah, Red Papaya is like a real clout venue. It's cool. They have a history of doing stuff like that.
Yeah, we have a mall venue that's awesome in London as well. The Rec Room in
That's right.
in
Remember when we went to the rec room and
yeah.
played games that once?
Yeah, and my band's played there a few times, and it's awesome. They have like a huge video screen behind
That's
the
so
stage
sick.
and everything. It's very cool, actually.
London, UNESCO City of Music, baby.
Dude,
I wish like Guelph had some of that smoke.
I am such a defender of London. I think it's the best like place to be a musician. I mean, I haven't lived anywhere else as a musician, so
But you
I might
should
be
know
biased.
people
But
outside of London, and I'm a diehard Guelphie at this point,
yeah,
but we are jealous
Yeah.
of London.
no, the music like
Particularly about not about anything else.
yeah, no. I mean, I do still think it's just a wonderful city. It has its city problems like everything
Yeah.
else. Like, I mean,
Okay.
the roads kind of suck. There's
I'm a
no good
diehard-
highway
yeah,
or
it is.
anything.
It's got some
but
real freaky roads.
um,
But man, yeah,
The people-
London has a lot going on. I
the,
love
the
London.
culture and the people in London is amazing. Like any nice day you're walking down like Dundas, there'll be like some street festival or like event at
Yes.
Covent Garden Market going on.
Mhm.
I don't know. There's just always people celebrating whatever, if it's their culture or like some sporting event or whatever. It's like
Uh-huh.
such an awesome city.
Just don't go over to Oxford and Warncliffe. Scary. There's no
Yeah,
culture over there.
I
There's
did-
just cars.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do lose it in some areas a little bit, but you got to live somewhere.
Yeah, it's a city. It's like that.
Yeah, that's funny. In the Kate episode, you guys were you mentioned living down there when you were in London.
That's right, man. You got that's a real banger of an episode for
It
you to
is.
listen to.
It is.
Really
It was a great
specific
episode.
to you in a couple of ways.
I know you shouted me out, and it was kind of a trip while I was driving. It was funny, but no, I mean, then yeah, just being a musician. That one thing I always like to say about the music scene in London that is like so fantastic is I think in a lot of other scenes or cities, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
bands can like get kind of competitive with each other sometimes, like trying to outdo each other or whatever. But there's a very like collaborative spirit in London of just like everyone. It's like it's a camaraderie of just like lifting each other up at shows
You
and
just
trying
gave
to
me
support each other. It's great.
The hugest deja vu. When you specifically called it a scene instead of a community,
Yeah.
it took me right back to one of the very first episodes of The Passion Show with the one and only Brandon McIntosh of Czech Hotel.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
Good friend.
very close high school buddy of mine.
Yeah, a
Shout out
mutual
to Brandon. I
connection
hope
we
you're
found
listening
out
to this.
about
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah.
And actually, that night is when I invited him to be on the show.
That's cool.
Right at the start of all of this.
That's awesome.
And when we were at a Laser Quest showdown.
Yeah.
And,
Dude, such a cool venue.
Yeah, right. And yeah, so Brandon came, and that was his whole passion. Was talking about how dope of a scene London has, and just how much he loves
That's
scenes.
awesome. Yeah.
You should listen to that one.
I
That's a
should
cute
actually.
one.
I didn't even know that was
There's
an
some
episode. That's
mega
really
giggles in there because we're just so. Him and I go all the way back to like grade 6.
good. Oh wow, yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
And
so nuts.
We even made music. We had a band together.
Really?
In grade 8, we had a band called Balls with a Z. Can you believe that?
That's so awesome. Oh,
And our buddy Greg, who has also been on this show, was our drummer.
that's so
And
fun.
as a singer and Brandon played guitar, we knew 2 songs. We knew "Smells Like Teen Spirit" and "Loser" by Beck.
Dude, knowing knowing Brendan, that makes so much sense.
Yeah,
That's
right?
hilarious.
That's so funny, man. That like made me emotional when you said that, and I'm like, oh my god, I love when this show can be full circle
Yeah.
in some ways.
Yeah, that's so fun.
And yeah, he's the man. And London is such a special place.
Yeah, we've been to many of each other's shows. Speaking
Yeah.
of, like lifting each other up and crap, it's like everyone in bands tries to seemingly support each other. I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions, but like
But not with no exceptions.
not with no exceptions.
No exceptions. It's for the people.
Yes, absolutely, and it's great, and that's why like I try to always like whenever we get like semi bigger opportunities as a band, like even when we were on stage at Rock the Park last year, it was very like time limited, but I was like, I am taking the 20 seconds of the beginning of this song to be like, hey, if you're here paying for this show, like you should go to see, like
Yes.
$10 shows or like free shows that are happening all the time in this city. Like it's awesome. It's so cool. And anyone listening to this, I also encourage, like, go check out your local scene and just see what it's. You'd be so surprised at the level of shows you can see in a random bar on like a Thursday night.
Yeah, right. Go to Jimmy Jazz Friday night Guelphies and just check it out. Who cares? You'll see something.
It's
Take
awesome.
yourself. Guelph has got this sweet new thing. I'm happy. This is the first time I'm showing this out on the show, but we've got a zine that's coming out every week in all of our like bars and cafes and stuff. It's called Net Weekly.
That's cool.
And it just lists out all of this stuff. It is amazing. It's just like a little 2-paper print, like black and white, and you can see every little free show in our whole town.
Do they post, I assume, like on Instagram or something as well? That's awesome.
It's so dope.
Love it. I'll have to follow
everyone, all the musicians and all the artists in town are just geeked about it. It's only been going for a couple of months.
Yeah, I love
But
stuff
I like to
that.
officially put in my passion show Wizard stamp of approval on Net Weekly.
That's great.
Because it's just such a good way to drive energy to these free shows and just any kind of show.
Yeah.
Even shows that you got to pay money for. That's cool too.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of the shows too in London like are pay what you can and stuff too. Like it's like, if you
What a
can't
great
afford
model.
it. Yeah,
Love to
people
pay what
just
you
like
can.
or what's the other one? Not a fluff. No one turned away for a lack of funds.
Not a
That one's a bit more of a mouthful, but you'll see that on posters as well.
Not a fluff. That's great.
Yeah. I actually had to Google what that meant when I saw it on a
circuit in
poster.
my brain
but,
for a second
yeah.
there.
And
not
always-
a fluff.
Yeah, I don't know.
No
It's
one
a complicated
turned away. Not a
for a lack of funds.
Fluff. Yep. Not
Yeah.
a fluff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a confusing one when I first saw that, but no, it's good. On that topic, it's not a zine, but in London we also have an Instagram page. I don't know who runs it, but it's good. It's called London's Pretty Cool. And it's
Sweet.
like it's not even just like show based, but they'll be like, oh, this event happening in Victoria Park, and there's like this at the theater, and like this show on whatever, and it'll post like every day of the week. Like
so
on a
sick.
Monday, it'll have a slide of like every day of the week. It's very handy if you're trying to find what's going on.
That's awesome. London's so cool.
London is awesome.
feels like a smaller town than it is with that kind of community stuff, and you forget that it's like pretty huge.
I know it's crazy.
It's like half a million.
It's getting there. It's pretty close. Like over 400,000 for sure. But it's true. Like most of the times when I go out, my head's on a swivel because I'll see somebody I know and be like, oh, hey, like Josh, Ethan, whatever, like walk down the street, and it's crazy how many people I'll recognize. Like,
That's so sick.
yeah, it's I love that city.
I miss that town. I gotta come to London sometime.
I think it's really easy to I don't know, there's always like haters of cities. I think it's easy to hate on a city you live in if like your day kind of consists of like going to work, going home, and going to sleep, and then you're just like, I hate this town.
Because you're essentially just saying, I hate driving around in a modern city.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
well, you would hate that anywhere.
It's like go out and experience the culture of your city a little bit. I don't know. No shade, but I just mean like, it's good.
Yeah, I love it. And London, here's my little shout out for London. From my memory of living there 7 years ago. London, Ontario has the best independent movie theater in Ontario.
Highland Cinema.
In my opinion, Highland Cinema.
Yeah.
When we were doing websites together, man, I was going there twice a week for the entire length of time that you knew me.
Do you know what's embarrassing?
What?
I've lived in London since 2008.
Oh,
I went to the Highland Cinema for my first time this year.
congratulations. Zero judgment. I'm just proud of you for
Yeah.
having gone.
I went to go see Project Hail Mary because I was so obsessed with that movie.
That's so dope.
It was like my favorite book, and I was so excited about the movie. I saw it 3 times in theaters, third
That's
of which
awesome,
was
man.
at Highland.
It's the best.
We
eh?
actually like DM'd Highland to be like, you guys should play this. And they're like, all right, now that we've got a request, we'll put it on the list.
That's so sick. This place is amazing.
It was such a cool experience. They had like a presenter come out before the
Really?
movie and do like a raffle for a poster,
That's dope.
like and a book, like for one of the books of the movie, which was really cool.
I love that. And yeah, what I used to, you should check out. They do a Retromania.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it every month, and they'll play some old movie.
Yeah, I
And
think they
they'll
had
get
Mars Attacks on this month or something like
Yeah.
that.
And they get the 35 millimeter film when they can. They have a real film projector.
Mm-hmm.
They have that guy come out and do fun facts and stuff, and people get geeked. I saw so many amazing movies there that way that I never would have seen otherwise. I watched Heat there. I watched The Meaning of Life there. I saw
Nice.
Repo Man there. Great movie.
Nice.
I'm just geeking out about movies now.
No,
Highline
it's-
Cinema is the best.
Do you know what? I actually was geeking out when I went there too. I will say I saw Project Hail Mary, which I think like if I was to see another one, I wouldn't go see a modern space movie on film.
Yeah.
I don't think like the blacks work well in a film projector of like a modern space movie.
Mhm.
But like seeing something classic or retro
Yeah, you want to see something old.
would be like so peak.
Because they play so much and they play stuff that doesn't get played in big theaters. They play. Yeah, London's the best.
Yeah.
I loved my time.
One of my favorite parts of it though was like I went in and I was like, oh, there's a curtain. Like the
Oh, yeah,
the
there
curtain
is.
pulls
Oh, yeah,
open at the
there
beginning of the
is.
movie and you hear the projector start to
Yeah,
like
there-
it's so cool.
Oh, man, this is making me emotional, man. I gotta get back there.
Yeah, it's
You know
great.
what? I'll get back. You know what I'll get back there for? Team 505 reunion.
Yeah, we got to do it.
We should.
We should do it.
Awesome.
There's many more burger places in the works now.
No work. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd come back. It'd be easier for me to come back to London than for all of you guys to come to Guelph. That's for sure.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad drive.
And I love that drive.
Yeah, it's good.
Drew, it's the end of the show.
You're right.
It's
Damn.
been 55 minutes.
The
Can you
last 20
believe that?
minutes do just like,
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked over there at 30, then boom.
yeah. It's good.
So we're gonna end the show like we end all our passion shows, with the sharing of gratitude.
Awesome.
Ever since the very first one, it's in the little gratitude circle at the end of the show, and I'll go first, and you'll go not second. You'll go last.
Oh.
That way, you get the final word.
How nice of you.
Yeah, right. It's such a polite move. Show it's to 2 years ago me for making that decision, and we have just stuck to it ever since. Okay, let me think. I'm grateful for the wind, grateful for clouds, grateful for the Aramosa River that runs through this town. I'm grateful for music, grateful for performance. I'm grateful for radio. I'm grateful for teachers. Grateful for all of the amazing teachers that have taught me. I'm grateful for Pan. Remember Pan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pan and Jared and all those other guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that's what I'm grateful for. What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for people, all of the people in my life. Grateful for Team 505 and the experience and the people I met in college. Grateful for this opportunity. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
This is so
absolutely.
cool. Yeah, what an awesome show. But I'll stick to the gratefulness, sorry, instead of just praising. I am grateful for this land that we are on. It is beautiful land. You know, you inspired me with the air, but it is true. Shout out the land. It is, you know, we share this land. It's great. Yeah, I don't know. Shout out life, you know, shout out lived experience. I'm grateful for just opportunity and living in a great country and everything like that. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being on the show. I've been Wizard,
I've been Drew.
and only love will stop the killing.
Only love will stop the killing.
Seul l'amour arrêtera le meurtre.
Only love.
Тільки кохання зупинить вбивство.
Only love.
Only love.
Nur die Liebe wird das Töten beenden.
Only love will stop the killing.
Only love.
Μόνο η αγάπη θα σταματήσει τον φόνο.
Only